NTI Day 20, we made it to Friday. Today is April 17th. This is our math video, and we are going to knock this out really quick because you are pros at this and know exactly what to do for volume. Volume is the space inside of a 3D figure, and we're talking about rectangular prisms only in 5th grade. So we multiply length times width times height, and you are fantastic at that already. So let's go ahead and turn to this page. We're going to use the formula. Oops, there it is. And a formula is the algorithm. So our formula for volume is V equals length times width times height. And that is pretty much all we're doing today. So Mike is making a box to hold his favorite DVDs. The length of the box is 7 inches. The width is 5 inches and the height is 3 inches. What's the volume of the box Mike is making? So we're going to identify those measurements. So we read that the length is 7, the width is 5, and the height is 3. And remember, it doesn't matter which one we call the length, width, or the height. It doesn't matter which order we multiply them in because of that commutative property of multiplication. So we're just going to multiply our numbers. So step 2 says multiply the length by the width. So if I multiply my length of 7 times my width of 5, I'm going to get 35. Then I have to multiply the product of my length and width. This would be my product, my answer to my multiplication problem. We're going to multiply that by our height. So our height was 3. So we're going to multiply 35 times 3. I know that 5 times 3 is 15. And 3 times 3 is 9, plus the 1 that I had to carry from the 15 is going to be 10. So it is 105 cubic inches. And the associative property here says that we can group our numbers to multiply in any way, and it's not going to change our answer. So our expression for what we actually did here would be 7 times 5 times 3 equals 105 inches cubed. So remember, the parentheses mean that we multiply this first, then we multiply this, and we get our answer. The associative property says that we can group numbers together and we're still going to get the same answer. All right. Next page. So instead of saying that we can multiply the length times the width times the height, so one formula that we talked about, the length times the width times the height, that's one of our formulas, or we can multiply base times height. So the base means the area of the base shape times the height. So V equals B times H. And really, they mean the same thing because you're going to have to know the dimensions for the area either way. But you will see both of those formulas. Okay? So if we want to solve this one, Emilio's family has a sand castle kit. The kit includes molds for several solid figures that can be used to make sand castles. One of the molds is a rectangular prism like the one shown at the right. How much sand will it take to fill the mold? So this has replaced B with an expression for the area of the base shape. So to find the area of the base shape, we're going to multiply our length times our width. So 5 times 4. Then we're going to have to multiply that times our height of 8. So 5 times 4 is 20, and 20 times 8 is going to give us our answer of 160 cubic inches. Okay, so down here, if we're going to find volume on this one, we're going to multiply our length times our width times our height. So they want us to first identify those three values. Our length is 7, our width is 4, and our height is 5, and our unit is feet. So we're going to multiply 7 times 4. It's time to go home. 7 times 4 is 28. And then we're going to multiply that by our height. So 28 times 5 is 140. And I don't come to school every day, but it's nice some days when I get the chance to come here. I can work without my kids distracting me, and I can get a lot done. Because this is the video that you're having for Friday's lesson. Today's actually Wednesday for me. I'm that far ahead. Alright, so it says find the unknown measurement. Okay, so we can see that we know the total volume of the figure. So our volume is 60 centimeters cubed. Okay? We know the length and the width. We have to figure out the height. So if our length is 5, our width is 4, and our height is unknown, that's what that box means, then we're going to multiply 5 times 4, and we get 20. So we need to figure out what times 20 equals 60. So one way that we could do this is to set up a proportion. So if I say that 1 of something is equal to 20 over 60, then I'm going to think, what do I have to multiply 20 by to get 60? Well, I have to multiply it times 3. So that means that I'm going to have to multiply this number times 3 to get my denominator of 3. So the unknown measurement here is going to be 3 centimeters, because that would mean that I have 20, 40, 60. So I would have 3 layers right here. Alright. So I'm going to let you do on your own, share and show, and this page and the back page on your own. Okay, so on share and show, you're going to multiply. You know what to do. You're going to multiply. Don't forget to put your unit cubed. Oops, sorry. Your unit cubed on each of these. Down here, you're going to find the unknown measurement. We'll do those together. Those are a little bit more difficult. Alright, so let's look at 7. We have 7 times 6 times an unknown number. Well, we know that 7 times 6 is 42. So we want to know 42 times what equals 420. Well, I know how my place value chart works, and I know that 420 is 10 times 42. So that means that this missing number is 10. Another way that you could solve that is to divide 420 by 42. That would also give you your missing value. Okay. This one, we have 900 is equal to whatever 6 times 15 times this number is. So the first thing I'm going to do is figure out my base. I need to multiply 15 times 6 to know how much this is. So 15 times 6 is 30. And 6 times 1 is 6, plus 3 more is 9. Ooh, that's another one that's going to work out nice for me. So 90 times something equals 900. Well, I know that 900 is 10 times as much as 90. So 10 is also the number that's missing there. Alright, on the back of this page, since I'm having you do share and show and on your own by yourself, you do not have to do this page unless you just want to. And then on this page, you're going to solve all of these questions where it says apply volume formulas. Remember, volume is length times width times height. That's what it shows us here. And then on the back, you've got a review. Pretty easy. We've been building up, and that was a pretty easy assignment based on what we've done for the rest of the week. So finish your work, finish strong, have a great weekend, and I will talk to you again on Monday. Stay safe, stay healthy, social distancing, we're not going to anybody's house. I love you and I miss you. I'll talk to you Monday.